Hello, everybody! My name is Six Stars Andy, or just Andy as you know, and I'm starting a little new building series that I like to call One Chunk at a Time. And you might be asking yourself, Andy, what the heck does that mean? And let me show you. So basically, the entire premise is that we're going to start here on episode 1 in this 16 by 16 space, aka One Chunk. Then, as the episodes continue going on, we will eventually gather more and more chunks to build with. This is 2 chunks, and over here is 3 chunks. And eventually, it'll get so big that we might even reach 100 chunks, if I have ever the motivation to go on that far. And not only are we just going to be doing 1 chunk at a time, but I've also added a little twist to the series as well. Allow me to introduce you to every block in Minecraft 1.20. I know it says 1.19, but I had to edit a couple new blocks in. Basically, every episode I'm going to spin this wheel, and whatever I land on, whether it be orange tulips or dirt blocks, I will have to include it within the build. So yeah, that's basically it. We're going 1 chunk at a time and a random building block every episode. Let's spin this wheel, let's get our block, and then let's start doing a little bit of brainstorming. So let's spin the wheel and see what we end up with. Please be something good. Please spare me. Exposed cut copper. I'm just gonna say that that's also the wax variant. Let me take a look at what exposed cut copper looks like. Now this is tricky. I don't like copper. I'm a proud copper hater. I don't really like working with copper. Yeah. I know I worked with it in my Let's Play series a little bit, but yikes. Yeesh. Ouchie wawa. I cannot believe that I landed on something like this on the first episode. Well, I'll stay true to my word. I'm going to work with it. I'm going to figure out something from the endless list of possibilities that I have at my disposal. I'm going to figure something out, and you're here for the ride, baby. Now let's get going. Woof! I'm about halfway through this thing right now. I still gotta do the roof, and then I want to put like another little layer up here to make like a little top room, and oh my goodness. I can't tell if I like it or if I don't like it. There's a lot of really crazy things going on. We got the acacia wood, we got the strip spruce, we got all of this, not to mention this freaky little staircase that I found in a B-dubs video. I was trying to think, like, I wanted to make kind of like a ladder staircase, and I was trying to think, like, okay, I want a really narrow staircase, how am I gonna do that? And then I remembered from the ancient recesses of my mind this specific B-dubs video where he featured, like, this really steep staircase, and I was like, that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. And so, yeah, I found the steep staircase in one of his videos, one of his Hermitcraft videos. I absolutely love this thing. As you can see, very steep staircase. This is how it's supposed to look. They're usually meant to be a bit longer, a bit taller. You would probably find this in, like, a Victorian house. You know, this is those really steep Victorian stairs that killed a couple people. That's what this reminds me of. Anywho, I'm gonna continue going on. I think it looks okay, but taking a step back from the whole thing, if all of this nonsense wasn't in my way, taking a step back from the whole thing, I don't know, it looks a little meh. All the colors and stuff of the granite and the exposed wax copper, it kind of makes it look muddled compared to the bright contrast of the acacia and the bamboo wood. I might have to figure out something else for these, because I want the build to match, and I don't really know. I don't really know. I guess I'll figure it out as I go. So yeah, let's continue with that little time lapse. Finally, after so freaking long, after much trial and error, I have finished the one chunk build, and oh my goodness gracious, am I proud of it. Just look at this thing. Oh my goodness, it's so colorful, and it has all the little nice details I wanted. I'm much more happy with this over when I was trying to build that wagon. I know in the beginning of the video I said I was going to build the wagon, but whilst I was getting to the point of building it, I was just so angry and unmotivated to build that dang wagon, and I was like, I'm just going to go with whatever the heck I want, and that's what I did. I went with whatever my gut was telling me, and it made me create this. I don't even know what to call this. I kind of was just going for anything, and well, I think it turned out really, really nice. And don't worry, people, the exposed cut copper is in the build. It's used as shading, and I'd say this counts as using it in the build, because if I hadn't used it, or I hadn't landed on that from the spinning wheel, then I wouldn't have come up with this color combination of dull oranges up to bright oranges, and these bright blues to the dark colors way up there. Look at that little candle on that chain. That is just such a nice detail. Let me give you a quick little 360 of the whole thing, and then I will show you the inside, because I actually did the interior, which is very surprising, because I hadn't planned on doing interior when I started the build, but as I got into it later and later, I was like, oh, you know, this would look very nice with some interior. I also like the addition of the blue flowers and the greens that kind of help contrast this really dark staircase and the orange railing. And the blue just looks really nice against the orange. Anywho, let's get a little look inside. Originally, I wasn't going to stay with the mangrove floor, but it kind of just grew on me over time. And, yeah, this is our little interior. We got a little coat rack. We got a little writing space of a candle. We got some chests over here. And we actually have a couple more stories to go up. We have some books and our little leaf, of course, and vegetation, and we have these kind of privacy screen things. I don't really know what to call them, but it's just like a detailed privacy screen. I just thought it looked cool. We also have some shelves with some paintings, got some dripstone up there just to make it look a little nice, some lanterns. Let's go up the story. And we got a little cat tree, because I love cats. We got another little cat bed up there. That's what this is supposed to be intended for. It's a little cat bed. We got some more books, some more paintings, lanterns. We got this really nice railing that looks down into the rest of the space. And then up here is like a loft. We got obviously a clock here. We got some more vegetation, some candles, just to spice it up a little bit. We got some fake drawers with some signs and some item frames. And we have our nice little lovely bed propped up so that you can put little storage things just down here. You know, if you could, if Minecraft would allow you to do that. Obviously, with the limitations of Minecraft, you can't, but, you know, let's just use our imagination. We got all these fences peeking down from the roof, and I was kind of just trying to give it a little bit more depth, because without all these fences and these lanterns, it kind of just looked really, really barren, really flat. Ooh, and also we have the steep staircases returning. The steep staircases indeed made it through the rest of the process. I just really like these staircases. I think they're super cool. Anywho, we go out this way through this door, and this is kind of a little side door with a little overhang. Oh my goodness, who is that? Magic! That's so scary. I just look around and I see. Oh my god, anywho. We come out to here, and we got this little canopy with the chain, just kind of holding it up. And we come up here, we got this really nice curved roof, and with the little spikes leaning up on the top, you know, because we all love spikes. I really like the prismarine to basalt gradient that I did here. I just think it looks really cool. And I also like how this part is more of the lighter colors, and then this part way up here kind of gets a little bit darker. And don't tell Efo, but this is like hollow on the inside, so yeah. Anywho, that is the end of this episode, and I really hope you enjoyed it. Next episode on One Chunk at a Time will be tackling the 2-chunk plot right behind me, but until then, I will see you later. Bye-bye!